think back about my father and the dogs and how it's changed our lives. Anyone who knows my father knows of a dog named Kruger. And Kruger was almost like a human. His demeanor, he would have facial expressions. He and my father had the kind of relationship where he could look at him and Kruger would know what he wanted him to do or what he was thinking. It was really amazing.
I've always wanted a dog, but I never knew that I can control the dog from, the kids' safety, my family's safety and whatnot.
I could call him anytime and say, hey, Mr. Larry, I got a problem with one of my dogs, and he'll talk me through it.
Had the dog doing things and had my son giving the commands to do those certain things.
This guy, this young guy, teenage guy, tried to approach me, make conversation with me, and I told him to stand back, to not get too close because my dog would protect me. And he didn't believe me, and so he said, oh, that dog isn't nothing. And he tried to swipe at the dog, and Kruger, without making a sound, without getting aggressive, barking, without doing anything, he actually bit the guy in mid-motion as the guy went to swipe.
What's up, man? It's your boy Big Dane from West Coast Customs, also known as Big Dane from Pimp My Ride in the new show Street Customs. I met Larry, man, probably about 7, 8 years ago. Hooked up with him. We started working the dogs for the canine protection. I worked side by side with him, man, straight for about 3 years, man, and he really puts it down with the dogs, and with his knowledge of the dogs is unsurpassed.
This is Larry here, Big Dane.
Bring your dog out.
We out here to tell you guys, the dog game ain't dead. Okay, it's just those that's in the game that's dead. So we back here to bring it back to life and let them know really what's happening.
All y'all out there with them fat dogs?
Yeah, better get
My
them right.
motto is, what can your dog do? Will your dog chase a cat? Will your dog walk the block?
Hey, a lot of folks got dogs that'll do some running, but the thing is, will he chase a man? Will he chase a man for 4 or 5 blocks?
I'm doing it big out here in the LA scene with my boy Larry Hill, Canine Thrills, Puppy Imprint.
This is a facility owned by 2 of my associates, Malcolm and Matt.
Larry, he's an idealist. I like that about Larry. He come up with these great ideas all the time. So when he say one of these great ideas he came up with, he say, man, I need your help. I said, all right, Larry, let's do it. So he says that he want to do something concerning some dogs. He tell me what his ideas are. I go to Malcolm Labs and we discuss it. The next thing you know, Larry tells us what day we're gonna do this, we do it.
We were at Carver Junior High School one day doing a little training exercise, and Larry came up. We started talking and trading training ideas. And from there, it became a great friendship.
Right now, what they're doing is called an agitation circle, where they're getting the dog's prey drive or the dog's defensive drive up to where the dog will chase an object. The pole that Mac is using is called a FLUR pole. Okay, it has a burlap sack tied on the end of it, and it's to get the dog to follow the sack or to try to bite the sack, okay? In either case, you want to keep the dog's attention, and you also want to let the dog win. Okay? The object of the game is to let the dog win. No matter what, the dog should win. After the dog gives an appropriate response, then the handler should step up and reward the dog for doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay? Good bite. Now he's gonna throw some treats at the dog or try to feed the dog to get the dog off of the article.
Had picnics that we used to invite Larry to. None of the other classes would really come. When Larry gave a picnic, he would invite my class. From us being together, other classes started coming out. And from then to now, we formed a bond that the trainers came to help each other. We traded training ideas, shows. We had the different clubs come in and participate, and it was all a positive experience.
I learned a lot. One of the things I learned when we take the dog swimming, I still do that right to this day, of how he taught me how to teach my dog how to swim. We learn obedience, we learn protection, we learn a lot of things at K9 Thrill.
I met Larry through Lewis Williams. At that time, we were called K9 Stallion. One day, I called Larry very upset because the two head trainers decided to end K9 Stallion. Larry told me to hang in there, stay with the person I started with because it would be to my benefit. I took Larry's advice and I stayed with Lewis. And with Lewis, my dog, Bomber, American Pit Bull, has won numerous competitions. He was conducted into the K9 Pro Sports Hall of Fame.